Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! We are in 2024 and I am so excited to be starting a new year, fresh, new makeup coming. I'm just really excited. I've also missed you guys. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I haven't filmed in such a long time. I am back. We are going full force. We have so much to talk about and to catch up on. But of course, you guys know I cannot not give you my 2023 favorite. I have so much makeup sitting in front of me and we're gonna reminisce about the best makeup of 2023. I also have quite a few new makeup releases in today's video as well that came out at the end of the year. I had to mention them because they are just too good not to mention, but this is gonna be a long one. Grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. We're gonna start off with makeup prep products. So the first product is this one right here from Rhode. This is the Glazing Milk. When I tell you this is like a drink of water for my skin, this is one of the best makeup prep products. I have to use this before I go in with makeup. Makeup applies beautifully on this. It does have like a milky kind of texture, which is very interesting, but I really, really love it. I just feel like this helps to moisturize the skin and also plump my skin for makeup application. We have this color corrector from e.l.f. Fair warning, there's a lot of e.l.f. releases in today's video, but let's just be real here. e.l.f. killed it in 2023. Like, they get the award for the best makeup releases. I just feel like a lot of their releases were staple products, you know? A lot of their releases were something that could easily be incorporated in our makeup routine. They fit perfectly in mine, and this product was no different. This is the Camo Color Corrector. These are $4, and I'm still rocking with the same one from when it released. I have not had to repurchase this product yet, and that says a lot because, you know, $4, this goes a very long way. It's very easy to blend, and they have a very nice shade range, so you're bound to find whatever color corrector you need for, you know, your makeup routine. Right, so next up are these right here. This is a newer product that came out at the end of the year, and these are from NYX. These are the Pro Fix Color Correcting Concealers. These surprised me, so I have not used these on my channel yet. I am planning on using these soon in a testing new makeup video, but I did post a YouTube short if you guys are curious and you can't wait for the video. But these are perfect. They blend very, very easily. I have 4 different shades, and all 4 of these shades I use for something different. The formula is super easy to blend, very, very creamy. They give you 1 swipe pigment. I have 1 shade for brightening up under the eyes. I have 1 for spot concealing, 1 for nose contour, and then of course a color correcting shade. These are $9, but when I tell you these little $9 sticks are perfection, I'm not kidding. I do wish that this was a release we got earlier in 2023 because I would have been using these faithfully. But we have them now, so that is all that matters. You know I had to mention this, my got to be glued brow gel. Okay, listen, it's not really a brow gel, but this is what I use to get my fluffy brows. I tell you this, I don't really have brow hairs, but this makes me look like I have brow hairs. I get a lot of compliments on my brows, and whenever I tell people this is what is basically giving me this look, they're shocked. This did not come out in 2023, but I really, really had to mention this product because I have used this faithfully. I've discovered this in 23, so I had to mention this. I have 1 SPF favorite, and this is from e.l.f., of course. This one in particular is the Invisible Sunscreen. This is SPF 35, but it also acts as a blurring primer, so you basically get a 2-in-1 product. But affordable sunscreens, sign me up. I love the fact that it is literally a primer in one too, so this just makes applying this that much more easier. There's no white cast because it is invisible, but out of all of e.l.f.'s sunscreens that they came out with in 23, this one is definitely by far my favorite. Okay, let's talk primers. So I have 3 primers to talk about. The first one is from One Size. This is the Secure the Sweat primer, and I was not sure what to expect about this because there were so many mixed reviews on this primer, but I bought it for myself to try it out, and when I tell you, this is literally insurance for your makeup. Even if you sweat, you can use this primer. If you have oily skin, dry skin, you can use this primer. A little bit goes a very long way. You just need like a pea size of this in the areas that, you know, are the concern. and you're good to go. I have tested this out myself, and this withstands dancing at parties, okay? You guys know when you dance at parties, you sweat. This withstands that. This comes with me everywhere when I have important events or concerts. This is the perfect insurance that I need for my makeup. This baby right here is the Caliray So Blown Blurring Primer. This is what I'm wearing today. And if you want your skin to look flawless and poreless and blurred, this is for you. I am not kidding when I tell you this is the truth. I use this all the time. It just makes my skin look really smooth. Of course, I got some bumps coming in, you know, it's that time of the month, so you know the bumps are popping out, okay? But my skin looks really, really smooth, and it's literally this primer, especially when I wear like skin tints like I'm wearing today, which we're gonna talk about next. This primer is perfect because I can see that it changes the finish of the skin tint or whatever foundation I put on top, because it just makes it apply blurred, you know? So this is perfect. I cannot recommend that primer enough. I've talked about it enough. You probably are tired of hearing me talk about it, but I promise in 24, I won't talk about it too much, but it's good. Get it for yourself. Try it out. This other primer did not come out this year, but I really, really, really have to mention it in this video, and you know what it is. It's the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. My oily skinned friends, okay? This is your best friend right here. This is your best friend. There is the tinted ones. My favorite is, you know, the translucent one, and I have a lot of makeup in my collection, and if you see me hitting pan on something, you already know how much of a accomplishment it is when you hit pan on a makeup product. Yeah. Okay, moving on to foundation / skin tint. I have two, right? Yes, I have two to talk about that were my favorites this year. The first one is the one that I'm wearing today. It is the Danessa Myricks Skin Tint. Oh my gosh. Tried and true, tried and true, tried and true. Any skin type, this is perfect for you. This is by far one of my favorite products from Danessa Myricks. I love this skin tint because, one, you can use it as a skin tint, and you can also use it as like a medium to full coverage foundation. If you want to go glam with this, you can. This is truly a multi-use skin tint. It looks beautiful on the skin. It doesn't have like that radiance to it. It just gives you like a lit from within healthy glow. It just looks like your skin is healthy, hydrated. Definitely had to have this in this video. Now, the Dior Forever Matte Foundation did not come out this year, I don't think. Unless it did and they reformulated it, I'm not too sure, but I do know that they did reformulate this. And I tried this out this year, and this is by far my favorite high-end full coverage foundation. You guys already know what my favorite medium coverage foundation is, but for high-end, this is the truth. They have a glowy version if you don't want matte, but I'm telling you, once you try this, it's gonna become a holy grail. Along with blush, concealers were one of the top releases. So I do have two standout concealers. I tried a lot of concealers, but these two right here were my standouts. The first one is from Makeup by Mario. There's a lot of mixed opinions about this, and usually if you're trying to figure out if a product is good or not, and you're looking at reviews and you see that there's so many different opinions about it, that's when you just gotta get it and try it for yourself. Because listen, there were so many mixed reviews about this Danessa Myricks balm, and I was like, let me try it for myself. And look at how much of a holy grail it is for me. So that's when you have to really take things with a grain of salt. But for me, I am on the side of loving this. It's perfect for full coverage. I don't really reach for this for every day, but for full coverage, this is perfect. Same thing with the Urban Decay Quickie. This is another concealer that I love to use for full coverage glam makeup looks. I'm a glam makeup girl. Okay, I love my glam looks. So these two concealers I use all the time. Setting powders. Okay, this is exciting. I don't think that I've tried as many new setting powders in 1 year like I have with these in 1 year. The first one I have to talk about is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Universal Setting Powder. You guys, I started to get a little bit hot, so I had to change into something else. The Lunar Beauty Setting Powder. This setting powder is so blurring, so good at controlling the oils. I also love how smoothing it is as well. This is a really, really beautiful, finely milled setting powder, and it is talc free, All of these are talc free that I've tried. Same thing with the Ami Collet. You already know how I feel about this setting powder. This stays sold out at Sephora, and for good reason, but it is really good. So if you ever see it in stock, definitely check it out. Also the Dominique Cosmetic setting powder as well. I'm wearing this today. I just like how smooth this makes my makeup look and how it just sets everything beautifully. We have this pressed powder from NARS. This is their soft matte pressed powder. I use this one to set all over the face. This compact is so thin too, which is crazy, but this is another powder that I really love for setting all over the face. And it's also one of those powders that really doesn't look like a powder on the skin. So that's why I really love that one. Let's get into my favorite category. Blush. This and lips are definitely my two biggest categories, and listen, I tried so many blushes. Starting off with the Juvia's Place liquid blushes. These are by far the world's most pigmented blush. They're so beautiful. But when I tell you, these are pigmented. And for someone who likes to pile on the blush, these are extremely pigmented for me. So I still have to tread lightly, but these two shades are my favorites, Barbie Rose and Lily Love. Makeup Forever blushes actually surprised me. So this was a release that they didn't really announce, and I just saw that they popped up on Sephora's website. Probably can't tell on camera, but I use these blushes so much. They have like this blurring quality to them that when you put it on the cheeks, it looks airbrushed. It is a softer formula. It's super fine, but it has the pigment. Like, it has the pigment. It's buildable. I love both of these shades. This one is called Limitless Berry, and then this one is a bright pink. This one is called Daring Candy, and this one's super bright. You already know the House Lab blushes were going to be in today's video. These are, this is my favorite product from House Labs. I really hope that these are not limited edition because these blushes are just too good. They better not get rid of these. They better not. Even though they're starting to like disappear from the Sephora website, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, everybody loves these blushes, but the best way that I can describe this, and the only way that I describe these blushes, is like a creamy powder. This blush formula definitely does remind me of the Makeup Forever, except the Makeup Forever is just a little bit more softer, but these feel creamy. This is one of those blush formulas where if I don't know what blush to put on, I reach for one of these and I'm like, oh yeah, good choice, Tati. This is just a go-to blush for me. One of my most used powder blushes in my collection. They are pricey, but there's not a lot of blushes on the market that are like that formula. And that formula is also packed with skincare benefits as well. I love it. Now, this blush does hold a very special place in my heart. I'm wearing this one today. This is the Too Faced Cloud Crush blush. It actually holds a special place in my heart for a couple of reasons. First reason being, I never liked pink colored blushes until I tried this one. After I tried this blush, that's when the pink blushes started coming out. That's when I started purchasing pink tone blushes. Another reason why I love this blush so much is because this blush video or TikTok was the first TikTok I ever had hit 1 million plays or views. I really love this blush. I love this formula. I am wearing it today. It does have a lot of pigment to it. I really do hope that they expand this shade range because I really love this formula. It's such a beautiful blush formula. Next blush I want to mention is the Patrick Ta She's Wanted blush. This is not a new blush formula, but this shade did come out last year. If you could not get your hands on the House Labs Acai Sky blush, it's literally the exact same shade. If you wanted that one, this one is literally the same. You can't tell me that's not the same blush. It's the literal same. Get, of course, your cream blush and then your corresponding powder. Danessa Myricks Yummy Blushes. These right here fueled my blush addiction for the year. These came out early 2023, and these are just as good as the Blurring Balm powder. These are a cream to powder formula, super pigmented, really beautiful on the skin. Highly recommend these. I hope that she adds more shades because I want a red. This is a newer blush formula. These are the e.l.f. liquid blushes. I love these blushes so much more than the putty. I did not really like the putty blushes. They were very hard to blend, really stiff. I couldn't get my brushes in the jar, but these are a dream compared to those. These are very buildable. They have like a satiny, glowy kind of look to the skin too. I'm wearing this shade under Too Faced. This one's in the shade Berry Well. I do have a YouTube short of these blushes, but one thing I have found with these is that the brushes that came with these are a little bit too dense to where they don't make this formula easy to blend. So if you have a go-to blush brush, use that brush with these blushes, because those brushes that came with this launch are stiff. They pick up your foundation. But love these blushes, really beautiful and very beginner friendly. They do say that they have high pigment, which I did find that some shades have more pigment than others, but if you're a beginner at liquid blushes, try those out. This right here is a palette. This is the only like face palette I have in this video. This is the Made by Mitchell curve case, and you all know how much I love this. I use this all the time. I am wearing the contours and bronzers today. I'm wearing these two shades today, but I really, really love this formula. It is a glowy formula, but it sets beautifully with powders. This was too good. I had to have this in this video. It also has other shades as well if this one's too deep. Check them out, okay? Check them out. If I could recommend one product from Made by Mitchell, it would 100% be the curve case. Since we're talking about Made by Mitchell, this right here was my baby for colorful makeup in 23. This is his color case, and this one is like your brights color case. So this is basically a cream formula, and it does dry down matte. So if you like cut creases, or if you love to use eyeshadow bases when it comes to colorful shadow, or even neutral shadows, this is perfect. You can definitely tell which shades are my personal favorite, but I think he is discontinuing some of these palettes, color stories. These are so good, but Beauty Bay still has them. So if you wanted to try these out, definitely go and check out Beauty Bay's site. I do have one powder bronzer and one highlighter in this video. This is the Make Beauty Skin Mimetic Micro Suede Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Stellar. It looks skin-like. I am wearing this bronzer today on top of the Made by Mitchell curve case, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but you see this pan. Do you see that? It's like coming. You can see the indent of the pan. That's how much I use this, but it's okay because these are refillable, which makes it even better. I can save a little coin and refill this, but this is a really beautiful skin-like bronzer, and it's the perfect bronze shade for me. It has the perfect amount of red in it. I love it. And then for my highlighter, you guys might be surprised to know that it is a liquid highlighter, and it's from Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place Nubian Gleam liquid highlighter. This is so beautiful. I am not a liquid highlighter kind of girl, but when I tried this one, I was like, whoa, this is beautiful. Look at that glow. This is literally the only liquid highlighter that I use in my collection, but it is so beautiful. I don't know. I think they're getting rid of it. Maybe it was limited edition, but you can still get it at Ulta's, you know? Let's get into lip products, because I tried a lot of lip products this year, like way too many lip products. But let's start off with these e.l.f. lip oils. These are one of my favorite lip oils in my collection. These have like a minty kind of tingly kind of feel to the lips. They are very comparable to high-end formulas. They're not super thin like a cooking oil. They're more of like thicker, but not too thick. They're thicker, but they just coat the lips really, really comfortably. Then we have these right here from NYX. These are the Fat Oil Slick Click Lip Balms. Now, these are a newer formula, but there's certain shades from this I really, really love. I know a lot of people are comparing these to the Tarte and another one, but honestly, I feel like these stand on their own. They are not like Tarte at all. These are literally a lip balm, but with a little hint of shine. I like these right here. Like the ones that don't have shimmer in them are my favorites. There is like one that has shimmer that I do really like because it's subtle. This one, it's no filter needed, but this one, really pretty. So this one is called Link in Bio. As you can see, it's not super glossy, but it definitely does feel like a lip balm in a stick. It just has a little bit of shine to where you can put this in its own like lip combo. So you can use this and a lip liner and you have a completed lip combo. Don't think they're like the Tarte. They have no plumping, minty sensation. They're not super, super glossy. They're just a lip balm in a stick, but I really like the formula of these because they're not super thin. They're not like Summer Fridays. It has like more emollient-y to it, you know, to where it really just sticks to the lips and it doesn't really slip and slide everywhere. That's why I love these. We have to talk about a lip balm that I did discover this year, but I love these. You can see that I have tapped into the clear one a lot. Like, I wear this all the time on its own, but these are the Naturium Photo Glow Lip Balm. So the clear and the shade Jam are my favorites. These are beautiful. They are so glossy. And I am wearing this one. I'm wearing Jam right now. These look like a lip gloss. That's how glossy these are. And these are only $10. They are so good. This is another favorite. It's the e.l.f. lip liners. These are $2 and they are so good. But I'm going to put some of this clear on because I love the clear. Then we have the Refi tinted glosses, which I literally feel like this is like a lip gloss and a lip oil combined. They are very thin, but really, really pretty. Look at that. This is the shade Rosewood. We have these Nude Sticks Hydropeptide Lip Butters. So this is my favorite shade called Sugar Plum. If you think that the Naturium lip balm is glossy, these are glossy and the clear stays sold out. It actually just came back in stock at Sephora and I picked it up because I love this formula so much, but look at how glossy this is. I love lip products like this. This is just a dream. These are really comfortable as well. They have like a minty feel to the lips as well too. Then we have a newer lipstick formula. This is the only lipstick I have in my favorites, and this is from Makeup by Mario, and this is in the shade Bronx Baby. So I have been wearing this a lot when I was out of town because I really wanted to get a feel for this formula, and I love it. It's really comfortable and really pretty. I will say his shade range, though he came out with a lot of shades, this is the only shade that I feel like suits me the best personally. It fits the vibe that I like. I love pinky mauves and nude tone, but I wish that he came out with more nudie kind of shades for deeper complexions. I tried another nude and I wasn't a fan of how that looked on me, but this was the shade that I was like, ooh, this is so pretty. It doesn't slip and slide, you know, and it actually lasts a lot longer than I was expecting. This is one of those lipsticks where I don't have to top it with a gloss because of like that satiny kind of finish to the lips. I think I like these lipsticks more than his mattes. And I'm a fan of the mattes, you know, I'm a fan. But I like these a lot more. They're more comfortable if I'm comparing the two. But I like the shade range of his matte lipsticks better, if that makes sense. Because I own 3 matte lipsticks. I just felt like those shades suited me really well. But in this line, there wasn't a lot that I felt like really suited what I go for. Of course, I have to mention my Summer Fridays Clear Lip Balm. I love this. This is my second one. It's so rare that I'll go through a bunch of lip products, but the Summer Fridays lip balm is one of my favorites. I have one setting spray I wanted to mention. It is the Beauty Blender Boost 4-in-1 Firming Peptide Setting Spray. And this is one of the best multi-use setting sprays. So this sets your makeup, it primes your makeup, it is like a finishing spray as well, it refreshes your makeup, it does so much. And when I went out of town, this is the only setting spray that I brought with me over my holy grail setting sprays that I know are like top tier, I've been using for years. This one is that good. It holds up my oils and it's such an amazing setting spray. I did a wear test on this when I first tried it and it withstood a lot. Let's talk some brushes and then we're gonna get into the last category, which is fragrances. So I have quite a few brushes that I discovered this year that have changed my makeup game for the better. Starting off with this one right here from Makeup by Mario. This is the F4 brush. Love, love, love this brush. I saw so many people using this on TikTok and I finally tried it out and then I ended up with 2. I bought 2, one for blushes, one for contours. I love how this side is smaller to where I can pick up the product and place it where I want and then use the bigger side to blend it out. But ooh, this brush is so good and I usually don't spend a lot of money on high-end brushes, but I have 2. This is a lot. Next brush is from BK Beauty, the Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush. This brush changed the way that I apply my concealer. I don't use a sponge anymore to apply concealer. I use brushes and this brush changed that for me. So once you get this brush, I'm not kidding, it will change the way that you apply your concealer. Even if you think that a sponge is always gonna be your go-to, this will change your mind. Same thing with this one. This is another concealer brush. It's from House Labs, and I really, really love this one because it's dense and it does cover a lot of surface area, and I love the angle on it. And it just packs on that concealer beautifully under the eyes. I want to get a second of both of these brushes. You know, when I love a brush, I gotta have multiples, gotta have backups. Then we have the Patrick Ta nose contour brush, and I told you guys before, I used to struggle with nose contouring. Until I got this brush, you have this like fanned out angled side to where you can place the product, and then you have a fluffy brush to where you can blend out the contour. If you struggle with nose contouring, this is the best brush. The best. Then we have this brush from Patrick Ta. This is his newest brush. This is the blush brush. You have your cream side right here, and then you have your fluffy powder side right here. This brush applies all of my blushes so airbrushed, and I love how this side diffuses my blushes. Very pricey, but really worth the coin. Then we have this brush set from Singe Beauty, which I have been using so much. This is the brush set that I took with me out of town, and I also used it today. I've been using this every day. But if you're the kind of person that loves detailed eyeshadow work, get these brushes. These eye brushes are so good. They're super soft, very comparable to high-end brushes, you know. Every brush is a necessity for me, and this is literally the only brush set that you'll ever need. So if you're in the market for new brushes, try the Singe Beauty one, and it's an indie brand as well, so we love that. Let's get into some fragrances that were standouts this year. The first one being the newest fragrance on the market, Kayali. Kayali gave us a lot of fragrances this year, but this one was my absolute favorite. This is the Eden Sparkling Leche. This smells like sparkling rosé. The keynotes are black currant, sparkling leche, rose, candied violet, sugared amber, and sandalwood. It smells so yummy. This is by far my favorite Kayali fragrance they've ever come out with. Out of all the ones I've tried, this one is by far my favorite. The Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar fragrance. I don't know if this came out in 23, but this is my everyday fragrance. This smells yummy. I've become such a huge fan of Clean Reserve. I even picked up the Skin one, which I really, really love as well. I'm eyeing a few others, so maybe for the Sephora sale, I'll check those out, but so good. This is a fresh gourmand, and it literally smells like melted sugar. Then we have two vanilla scents. This one is Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. This is definitely one of my favorite vanilla scented fragrances that I have in my collection. It smells good, and I don't even like woody scents, but something about this just smells really sexy, and I love that. Same thing with the Fleur Vanilla Skin. I really, really love this as well. I love to layer this. I love to use this on its own. I feel like this lasts a long time on its own. This is literally just a fragrance mist. So that's insane. The last fragrance I have, this was limited edition, but hopefully they bring it back. This is from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Bikini Season Perfume Mist. Love this. This is actually the scent that got me into, you know, Sol de Janeiro fragrances, but this smells like a beach. It smells like a beach. It smells like summer. This has sunlit orchid and guava nectar. It smells so good. I had to stop myself from using this because it is limited edition and I don't want to run out of this, but perfect for the summertime. I love, love, love this. I do hope that they bring this back because it's so good. That is it for my 2023 favorites. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys want to check out my favorite palettes of 2023, that video is up already on my channel. Definitely go and check that out. I know this video was really long, and I do thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.